Hello, good people. Welcome to Find Ways to Win. My name is Fitzgerald Stevens, and just want to talk to you guys about letting go of failure and regrets now. Letting go of failures and regrets now. I'm going to talk to you about a little personal experience for myself, and it can relate to millions of people around the world. Many of us have went through failures, through regrets. It's absolutely paralyzes. It will absolutely cripple your thinking so much to this point that you can't move forward even if you want to. You have a mental block. You're tired. You don't have any passion. You don't have any goals. You think about what you should have did and what you could have did different, and what you said or what you didn't say, or decisions and choices that you made. And you look at yourself, and sometimes you can even get so despondent with you, like you start talking to yourself in ways that perpetuate the downward cycle of failure. For example, I can't believe that I was that stupid. I can't believe that I was that fooled. I can't believe that as educated as I am, as much as I went to learn, that this situation happened. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said this, and I wished I would have did that. I wished I wouldn't have did this. And stop. You're not going to get anywhere. The name of the game is what we're trying to do. Okay, you failed. Okay, you may even have some regrets. You can't stay there. You have to forget about the past, because, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't forget about the past, you will always be there. You will always be there. Do you realize there's people stuck in the past with things that had happened dang near 20, 25 years ago, 5, 10 years ago, not making any forward progress, not moving, not achieving anything. You listen to their conversation. They're talking about that situation, and who did this to them, and what happened to them, and what mistakes they made, and they're not advancing in their career. They're not advancing in life, and life is just passing them by, and it will also pass you by. Now, this is not merely a method of just positive doing, but more importantly, it's a method of positive being. I'm not even going to use the word thinking. It's positive being. Well, a lot of times there's a general consensus out there that how you think, you think first about winning, and then you start acting like a winner. I believe it's the opposite. I believe you act like a winner, and acting like a winner would automatically cause you to think like a winner. Yeah, we have known great sports athletes, or great business people, or men and women who have seemed to like be in the zone. I have personal friends like that. Look like everything they touch, they just succeed. They succeed, and look like they're just going from one plateau to the next plateau. But I had the privilege to talk to some of these men and women, and after you talk to them, they deal with the failures probably on a greater degree than what you're doing with now. They've went through the divorces. They went through the lost investments. They went through the wrong choices that led to health demise. They had disastrous relationships. But the difference with them is, like, they have a very thing about their brain that enables them to keep moving despite of. Keep moving in spite of. They actually have ability, to do it so well. To do it so well, people actually think, like, why aren't they sad? Why aren't they upset? Because winners can't focus on what has happened. They're trying to focus on the goal. Where you're trying to go. Where are you trying to do? Where do you want to be? Are you going to let this thing rob part of your life and keep taking from your life? Or are you going to fight back and hit back? And that is the key. You got to act like a winner. You got to act like a winner. And you can't act like a winner thinking, oh God, I'm going to fail, or this won't ever happen to me. This won't work out. This won't happen. I always fail right this. Nobody likes, I don't have friends, and I can't really get that great job, and I can't really build that great company. I used to do that foolishness. And this is something that yeah, I still every day have to fight and have to overcome. Now, what do I do? Well, first of all, you get up and you get up with a grateful spirit. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to God for the things He has done in my life, the things He has doing in my life. I celebrate the small victories. I have a gentleman in my life, my youngest brother, who's an ex-military man. Well, both my younger brothers are military men. But I'll talk about the youngest one right now. He has this saying called 10 meters targets. Don't try to focus on the whole 100-yard football field. Focus on 10 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards. That's a great analogy I want to even expound upon, because I love football. I'm an Alabama alumni, and I just love college ball, particularly Crimson Tide college ball. First down, first down, first down, first down. You don't want to go for the bomb all the time, but just trying to score every time. Every time you throw the pass, you're trying to score. Be nice, but that's not practical. You have got to set small targets and keep achieving them, consistently. You run a play, okay, that didn't work. Okay, you do another play, but tweaking what you did, you find ways to win that can keep you going to your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's about. You got to act, and then your acting is automatically going to turn on your thinking. Your acting is automatically going to turn on your thinking. As long as I have studied myself and studied other winners, that's one thing they seem to have in common. They seem to be able to move and act in spite of setbacks. Now you can be the other way around, but it's not going to get you victory. You can think, but you're not doing. You can be getting ready, but you're not engaging. You can have good intentions, but you're not moving. Or if you are moving, you're not putting forth massive action to cause the breakthrough. Hear me on that. Sometimes you can move just a little bit, and you actually give yourself a placebo, thinking that because you're doing something, you're actually making progress when you're really moving at a snail's pace. For example, you're picking it up, you're putting it down, you're easy distracted. Someone calls and you have something to do, and you use that as a mental hurdle to say, wow, great. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Let me take care of that. But you're not putting action to your goal. Okay. What do you want? What is it that you're working for? What is it that you're gunning for? We could say houses, we could say better relationships, we could say we want to travel, whatever it's for. We want a greater spiritual life, we want a greater physical body. What is it that you want? What's driving you? What's driving you? Because if you don't have anything to drive you, you're not going to do anything. If you don't have anything to drive, you're not going to do anything. Let me tell you something. If you got a big enough goal and a big enough drive, it don't care if you're working mediocre jobs. It don't care if you're living in a studio apartment, or you're driving or you're driving a car that's not in really good shape, or you're taking buses. I've lived through all that. It's where you want to go. Do you have a vision of where you're going? Okay. Do you have a vision? Are you putting feet to that vision? Are you putting in the work? That's a popular saying these days, but it's very, very true. Are you willing to put in the work? And are you, in fact, putting in the work? Okay. The third thing, do you have a written plan that is vivid in its details? Can you pull that plan up and say, this is my goals? This is where I'm going. Is it broken down into steps with time limits? Are you consistently putting forth action in that every single day in order to achieve that plan? Do you have room in that you can tweak it? Do you have a room in that so that you can really seek to add stuff to it that can help you? The goal doesn't change. The goal doesn't change. The steps to achieve the goal may change, but it doesn't change, the goal of what you want. So you can have many methods, as far as with achieving that, adding to it, it's subtracting, tweaking your plans. But the fact of the matter is, if I look at you and I say, hey, show me your plan. Show me what you're going for. Okay, can you pull that out? Can you pull it up on your smartphone? Can you email it to me? Can you show it to me in your tablet? For example, we understand this in the law of business, that when you get ready to go and take out a bank loan, first thing they want to know, let me see your business plan. It can't be up in here. It has to be here. They have to see it. They're looking when a bank loans you money, and they're in the process of considering to loan you money, or a private investor is considering to loan you money. They have but one thing in their mind: what is my return on my investment? Will I lose my investment? Does this guy or gal have the necessary tools, the necessary character, the necessary experience to bring this plan in fruition? What are the financial projections? Who is the market? How much of that market share are they looking to capture? Who is the support system? What is the team? All those things come into play before they even think about it. And they're looking at your plan, and they'll say, hey, we'll get back to you. What they're saying, what we're saying, we're going to analyze your plan. We're going to check you out. We're going to look at your references. We're going to look at your projections. We're going to run this through our financial people and see if this is a good investment for us to get into. And if it is a good investment for them to get into, and they feel that you have satisfied their curiosity or taken away their fears, guess what? More likely you're going to get the loan. Why don't you run your life the same way? You mean to tell me you're just going to get up and someone say, what's your plan? What do you got planned for today? I don't know. I'll see what things are going to happen. I'll wait and see. Wait and see. That's not very confident. It's borderline foolishness. You don't know where you're going. So if you don't know where you're going, how do you expect to get there? If you don't know where you're going, how do you expect to get there? I mean, do you get in your car and just drive? Or do you have a destination in mind? You are the driver of your life. What do you want? Have you went to see the home? Have you looked at travel brochures? Have you looked at magazine of fit people? How you want to be fit, whether you're male or female. How you want your body to look like? What is your bank account looking like? What is it in your head? What is the number you've written down in there? What do you want? Can you see it? Because just saying I'm trying to find myself and hopefully things will work out. Hopefully things will work out. No, they're not going to work out until you work with very smart, concise, the definitive steps. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to be a man or woman of massive, consistent action. Don't forget that statement. You must be a man or woman of massive, consistent action. How long? Until you reach your goal. There ain't no days off. Even if you're just sitting up there thinking about it, if you're with other people, if your goal has been fanned and it's a white hot flame, you're going to be thinking about it with every conscious moment you have. That's what winners do. That's how they're able to achieve what they do. You call them lucky. No, they're not lucky. They got a plan and they're working in that. Yeah, luck comes to them the more harder they work. The more they work, the luckier they seem to accomplish. Okay, that was the fifth step. Let's talk about the sixth step, and all of them very important. But I think this is critical to the project here that we're working on. You got to find a mentor. You have got to seek out somebody, male, female, who has walked in the who are walking in the shoes and the goals that you say you want, and you have got to engage them. You have got to engage them. You can offer to buy them a cup of coffee if there's someone with I have a Facebook page. Shoot them a message and compliment on them on something a project they did, or something that really sticks out to them. I have a couple of mentors, and I have them broken down like in various areas of what I want to accomplish. Far as what two of them that come right to mind right now is Michael and Preston Stevens. Now, these are my two younger brothers, but they achieved some great things, and I really admire what they're doing, and I really admire the men they are. James Zigmont, best friend of 35 years. I really admire what the man is doing, how he runs his family, how he's built his computer company from scratch. I remember when he first started. Tyrone Best, founder of Wealth Builders International, a gigantic of a man who decided that he was going to get involved in the free enterprise system, the network marketing system, and become a legend in that. And even Grant Cardone, I just like Grant Cardone's energy. I like his practicality. I like the way the man moves, and I like the way he flows, and I like that no excuse, the persona and that bravado that he has like that. You can learn from all great people who are doing it. Perhaps one of the godfathers of this thing, Tony Robbins. Anybody know? I was listening to Tony Robbins about 30 years ago. Always energetic, always passionate. Still holds that passion, still holds that energy. You got to find a mentor, and you must study them. Well, he said, Fitzgerald, I don't know any mentors like that. What if I can't find them? Are you able to read one of their books? Are you able to get like an audible subscription and listen to things? Are you able to read? Are you able to attend one of their seminars? See, if you're going to move, and if you're going to overcome and let go of failure and regret now, you got to let go of the excuses. You got to let go of why other people are winning and why you're not. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't change the past. It's done. It's gone. That relationship, that you thought would last forever, and it didn't, that's gone. That money you lost in that investment, that's gone. The decision that you made and to walk away from a job that now you're looking back and you're looking back and where you would have been now had you would have stayed, that's gone. You have got to focus on the now, and you cannot focus on the now without action. You've got to put forth the necessary work. If you're not willing to do that, this video is basically a waste of you. You can't be about the business of I'm going to think about it, or I'm finna get started, or tomorrow, or when the right circumstances come to pass. Looking back on my life and seeing things, I never had the right circumstances. Even if I told myself the circumstances were made for me moving in action, moving, even when proper things aligned, I still had to move, and you still have to move. You still have to move. You have got to be consistent with what you're doing, what you're trying to achieve. Get people involved, get yourself involved, get your mind right. And you get your mind right by getting your actions right. Positive, consistent, massive action. You talk your goal, you live your goal, you breathe your goal. You're trying stuff like that. I mean, can you make one more phone call? Can you make a Facebook post? Can you make an Instagram post or any other social media post? Can you read something or study an article that's going to make you better? This is the work. It's 10-meter targets, 10-meter targets, 10-meter targets. Thinking those things, 10-meter targets. And once you achieve those 10-meter targets, those are going to add up, and boom, you're going to have that. You're going to be walking in that goal. That's the way it is, and that's the way it will be. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a friend that told me years ago, and he's a firefighter. No, good friend of mine, Vincent Hall. And I said something to Vince. I said, listen, man, you are always on the move. You're always going, traveling, doing things. We were both country guys. He's from Tennessee. I'm from Alabama, and now he lives up in the New England area. And he told me something that really, really resonated to me to this day. He said, Fitzgerald, life will pass you by. Life will pass you by. He made that statement to me 20 years ago. And he's absolutely right. You have got to get about the business of living, of doing. Your job is drudgery, change it. Get involved in something that's going to bring you passive income. Get involved in something that's going to multiply your time. Get around a group of people, that's already financially free, that already, have maybe a successful investment, passive income. They're not out there working. It's doable. I mean, in this day, age, and economy, there's more opportunity than in the history of the world, and it's out there for you. And you're not too old to start. You're not too young to start. It doesn't make a difference with your degree. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference with your experience. Sometimes it don't. You're like, oh, okay, Fitzgerald. Now you kind of talk a little bit out there. No. It's many people, don't have the degree or don't have the experience, and they have very, very successful, positive, financial and health-wise life. It's in the doing. It's in the doing. It's in the doing. It's in the doing. That's what it is. It's in the doing. It's in the passion. It's in the massive, consistent action. Man, you give me a high school dropout that has the ability to take massive, consistent action over PhD or any day of the week. Because while that PhD or the other person going to sit up there and think about it, you got that guy that's hungry. They're out there doing it. They're out there doing what other people talk about. They're out there doing the very things that people said can't be done. You want to learn the language? Hey, get around people who speak it. Immerse yourself in it. You want to be wealthy? Get around people who are already doing it, who are already wealthy. Wealth in areas you want. See, if you have the passion, the universe is going to bring the support system for you. It just wants to see how bad you want it. So my name is Fitzgerald Stevens. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys. It really is, because I'm talking to you from personal experience. That's with my channel, Find Ways to Win. The name says exactly what I'm about. There's going to be failures. There are going to be setbacks, but there is always a way that you can win. You got to find it, and you got to keep searching. And you're not going to find it by just constantly sitting up there with inaction. You're not going to do it. No, if you want to be great, you got to act great. You got to move like you're great. That means maybe you got to get out of bed a little bit earlier. Maybe while people are sleeping, past 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe you're working out. Maybe you're meditating. You're doing what the other people won't do to get what the other people don't have. Oh, and by the way, there's another thing that I want to let you know. When you reach that goal, if you don't immediately set another goal and go after just as hard, you're going to fall back. You're going to fall back into the old non-achieving you. Never get too comfortable. Reset the goal. Find ways to be better. You're white belt. Okay, work to your yellow belt. Yellow belt, work to your blue belt. Your blue belt, work to your red belt, your green belt, your brown belt, and finally your black belt. And when you get a black belt, work to get their degrees of black belts. Get your first degree, your second degree. Keep advancing. Keep advancing. Keep moving. Keep going after it. When do you stop? God takes you off his earth. That's how you stay fresh. That's how you stay creative. That's how you stay passionate. How do you explain a man like Elon Musk keeps reinventing? He has all the money he wants. He has how about Robert Johnson? He has all the money he wants. So surely, so it can't be necessarily about money. How do you explain Richard Branson? Man, I admire that guy. Sir Richard Branson, the great English entrepreneur, incidentally a high school dropout, I believe, built Virgin Mobile. He was the first citizen, based a private citizen, to fly into space. He wanted to go. He put something together. He made it happen. People said, "Well, Fitzgerald had the money to it." Yeah, but the money didn't come without the vision, and without him putting massive, consistent action. Dare to be great. Now, if you like what I said, or hopefully you did like what I said, I ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe button. Give me some feedback. No, I can only basically grow about how I'm trying to do things and put good content out based on my audience and based on the feedback you're giving. Hopefully we found something. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying some things to you that I think that I think maybe will work. I'm telling you it will, but you have got to be consistent about it. Thank you for tuning in to Find Ways to Win. I am Fitzgerald Stevens. Appreciate you.